Hey, what's up? Okay, so this is my DIY project. So with the Mayan calendar, there's a lot of people who think the world's going to end, and a lot of shows on TV are focused on, the end of the world or surviving the apocalypse, and so a lot of people are capitalizing financially on this, selling big ticket items to people who think they need to buy a big special kit to survive a global catastrophe. And after the events of things like September 11th and Hurricane Katrina, it's kind of obvious that people are pretty unprepared. So I thought I should put my own kit together, and instead of like buying one of those expensive kits, I kind of just put stuff from my house together with a few things I was missing. I bought like at Walmart. But part of the surviving the end of days, I thought you need to have a plan, so I put a plan in action. Number one is personal fitness. I've started a physical regime right now to start working out more in order to be in better shape if there was a global catastrophe. The next thing is learning to live without luxuries. So I've kind of lost touch, with a lot of things. Like I don't need a lot of luxuries in life, but I think my two biggest ones are Coke and cigarettes. Are going to be the two things that'll be hardest for me to. Caffeine and nicotine, most definitely, is one of those two things that I'll need to get my hands on. So I did find room for them in the pack. Medications, luckily for me, I'm not a diabetic or anything. I don't take medications, but some people who get ready for the apocalypse or the end or a global catastrophe, they should start off by getting like 30 days worth of medication together in order to better have a chance of surviving a global catastrophe. And then the next part of that is a bug out bag. And that's what I put together here for this project, is the bug out bag, a collection of tools and whatnot, in case you need to very quickly prepare yourself and get evacuated or go somewhere. So this is all part of planning ahead. Then the next part is a mental state. You got to be mentally prepared for, rapid loss of human life, panic, whatnot. And if I'm a borderline sociopath to be even putting something like this together. So I think I'm mentally prepared as one can be. And then finally is knowing who you can trust, who's on your team. I have a few people who are like-minded, like myself, and we've more or less coalesced into a group of people who have made like bags over this last weekend. So without further ado, I'm going to explain a little bit of like what goes into my whole kit, starting off with what I carry on me and not is necessarily in the bag. Number one is a baseball bat. This is actually a Little League bat, which I find would be better for personal protection versus playing baseball. This is wood, nice, light, sturdy material. The next item I picked up at Walmart for $9 was a machete. I don't think, machete, I don't think we need to explain what the uses of that can be variously. Before I go any further, I'd like to talk about the rule of three with survival. When it comes to survival, people tend to believe everything comes in threes. You can survive without oxygen for about 3 minutes. You can survive without shelter for about 3 hours. You can survive without water for about 3 days, and you can survive without food for about 3 weeks. And so, just keep that in mind, that rule of three, and you'll survive. So, with that said, one of the most important things is water. I didn't pack you can't necessarily bring all the water that you should be bringing on you, or else this would just be water. Just all this would be water for survival. But this is the bare minimum of what you should walk out the door with. At all times, have this much water on you. This could very well save your life, having just that much water. I'm going to turn my bag here, show you what's in here. a pair of strong work gloves. These are a brand new pair of fishing gloves I picked up at Walmart for $1.97. They got a strong durable material for the hands. And then I also packed in a Game Boy conveyance. I was actually going to put Tetris with an old school Game Boy, but I decided to go with this instead because I couldn't find my old Game Boy. Just a bit of entertainment. It'll last actually, surprisingly, a few days, even more time. In this, I also was able to find room for one luxury item, a bottle of Coke, Mexican Coke. If it's going to be anything, it's going to be good, right? I also included in my bag this can of 98-cent spray paint. If you need to spray paint the exterior, help people inside, sick inside, you never know when you'll need some spray paint. In the front of my pack, I have here a poncho, an emergency poncho. Let's see what else I have in here. Tape, rubber bands, super glue, some PVC glue I got from a bookshelf I put together that I didn't use the PVC glue for. All that's in a plastic bag. I have a pack of fresh cigarettes for the apocalypse or the end of days. A personal little thermometer to see how cold it is outside. This would be important for tracking the dates. Another flashlight. I didn't really finish talking about what else I carry on my person. I also carry another flashlight, and then I carry on my person a multi-tool Leatherman. It's got a bunch of different attachments, can openers and screwdrivers and smaller blades, saws. And then another thing that you should also carry on you, other than the machete and the baseball bat, is a throwing knife. Keep that on me as well. What else do I keep in here? Oh, okay, I've got pen. You never know, you need to write things down. Jesus, another knife, a stiletto. Let's see, what else do we got in here? Oh, fork and spoon and a cutting knife for food. Let's see, I got a pencil in here. If you do take medications, like I said, you should bring like about a week or a month's worth of supply. This is just an empty container right now. One of the things a lot of people didn't have in FEMA is they didn't grab any identification really when they were leaving their houses quickly. So with your bag out bag, you should take your passport. If there is society left, identification will help you. Oh God, condoms. You actually would be surprised how often in survival situations that actually comes up. So that's just my front pouch, and then in the secondary pouch, I have dental floss picks, waterproof matches. I'm a big smoker, so I have a lot of matches I get when I get my cigarettes. So I have just a bunch of half-used matches, matchbooks here. I got this for $1, which was full of waterproof matches, and so I'm pretty set right there. A particulate mask in case of, you need to prevent your spread of anything going on to yourself. You can carry that. Tin foil. I had in my drawer, an extra roll of it. It's great for cooking and wrapping cooked food and transporting it. This is a personal luxury item bag. It's got a harmonica, a deck of cards, and a personal Etch-a-Sketch. Just small items that could be personal pleasure items. Some toothpaste, a couple bags of ready-make mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes. Let's see. A good book is always a necessity. I took the zombie survival guide in here. This is actually, you laugh all you want, this is a good book for these situations. So then in my main pouch, I have two things of crackers. It's really important you choose salt-free crackers. These ones, you don't want to have an excessive sodium intake. Pack of Reese's Peanut Butter 12 cups. They're a great source of just sort of something sweet, and they also have peanut butter in them, which is good. This is actually great. I got this for a few bucks. It's a little sardine can full of gum and some antibiotics and a razor, and it's just a little can full of stuff. Like, it was like a few dollars. I got it like G.I. Joe or something. Fishing line, just a bunch of good crap in here. And then you can use this to boil water or whatever. A good little first aid kit, burn kit. It's got lots of stuff for treating burns, fire burns, and cuts and abrasions. I put a couple suture kits in here and a couple moist towelettes as well that I got from like fast food restaurants. Some others, more Band-Aids, extra Band-Aids. A hammer, in a zombie apocalypse, and also just for tools. Two granola bars, or two crunchy granola bars and some fiber bars, and also some Gatorade flavors to add into some water. If you got some water that you purify but it doesn't taste very good. Let me see. Some aspirin. White rice, a bag of white rice and some white sugar. Sugar is a great source of glucose when you need to keep going, power up. The rice is going to be great for you. Duct tape. I think Mythbusters proved that anything can be made of duct tape and it can fix anything. I got a ratchet set that I picked up a few weeks ago. It's got a bunch of different heads and attachments for some basic repairs on various things that you might. Okay, so I guess I've already gone over time, so I'll keep talking. So I added in some alcohol into my kit. Isopropyl alcohol is amazing cleaning agent for your wounds. Hydrogen peroxide for any sort of wounds you have. New England clam chowder, some chunky meal. A bag of tools that I put together. Inside here I have nails, which you can use to barricade a door with that hammer that I had. A tape measure, you never know when you're going to need that. A hand saw. This is actually great. I've used these before. They totally work. Anyone who doubts me can, bite it. It totally works. Some wire glue for fixing electronics. It's actually a conductive glue. It's great. I've used it too. Some wrenches and a pulley. You never know when you need a pulley. So this is all stuff, like I said, I had lying around my house. Some chicken noodle soup, Progresso, it's good stuff. Some mixed vegetables. It's important to pick stuff with water in it that doesn't require a lot of food, a lot of prep work with it. Tums, because you're probably gonna get like heartburn, at eating crap all the time. Big bag of multivitamins, B12, D3, garlic, fish oil, because you're going to need to load up on your vitamins in a global catastrophe such a scenario. Let's see what else I got in here. Some Italian wedding soup. Soups are great because they have water in them, and they're also usually got some protein to them too. And then the last thing I got in the bag is just a whole lot of batteries. Just a shitload of batteries, because you never know when, that's going to come in handy. And I also got just a bunch of cough drops, because I imagine if there's particulates in the air, a lot of coughing, a lot of irritants going on. And so I got all of this crap in my bag, and it's pretty amazing in my opinion. So anyway, I'm going to be adding more things to this kit, I think, over time, finding new uses for stuff around my house that was unconventional and for its purpose, and kind of working up a different set of different kit, a second generation kit. I also uploaded the entire Wikipedia 2 gig app to my iPhone so that you can offline access Wikipedia for anything. I think that's going to come in handy, maybe. You never know. It's got lots of utilities on here that actually work too, without phone or internet access. So I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have any comments, I would love to hear them, and tell me what else you think should be in the bag or should not be in the bag. I'm going to get a lot of flack for not taking a gun, but I think first of all that blades and bats don't need reloading and they never jam, so that's my selling point. That's pretty much it. So thanks guys, talk to you later, bye. Okay, one last thing, I forgot, actually I got glow sticks in here and twisty ties, so you could tie somebody off, restrain them, or you never know when a twisty tie could come in handy. Glow sticks and twisty ties. I'm just thinking this is zip ties and glow sticks. Good shit.